Climate change is happening, and it's happening because of us. As you can see in the graph here, anthropogenic or human forcings are the only thing that can account for the changing climate we've been seeing over the years, even when all other natural forcings are taken into consideration. Greenhouse gas emissions are one of the leading causes of climate change. In this graph here, we can see that buildings are what are releasing half of the fossil fuels in developed countries. Buildings are a big issue for our climate and our environment. However, implementing building redesigns can help to minimize the damage these buildings are causing. This graph shows the CO2 emissions per capita for different regions of the world in 1975 and 1995. As you can see, North America towers above the rest of the countries, making us the leading CO2 emitter. Where is all this CO2 coming from? Let's take a look at our total energy consumption. The US consumes the largest energy per capita and has a high total energy consumption too. Most of this energy is consumed by buildings. In fact, a large percentage comes from air conditioners alone. In the US, 20% of all energy is used to run air conditioners. Since the US uses around 25% of all world energy, this means that 5% of all greenhouse gases in the world come from just US air conditioning systems. There are many ways a building can go green. Starting from the top, we have solar panels and green roofs, which we learned previously reduce the effects of urban heat island. Energy efficiency is also boosted through improved insulation and enhanced ventilation. Some other green building designs include water conservation, motion detection lights, building orientation, high-efficiency light fixtures, and eco-friendly building materials. For example, here at CMU we have two green buildings, the EHS building, which is LEED certified, and the Bioscience building, which should be certified by next year. Both have green roofs, solar panels, and natural lighting with large windows. So, why go green? To protect occupant health and improve productivity, to reduce our carbon footprint, trash, pollution, and degradation of the environment, and lastly, to efficiently use energy, water, and other resources. Going green also has economic benefits. It may be more costly to implement, but in the long run they pay for themselves and then some. In fact, green buildings have a 20% drop in maintenance costs and a 17% higher occupancy rate than traditional buildings. In 2014, the EPA ranked U.S. cities according to how many green buildings they contained, Los Angeles topping the list at number 1. On average, the buildings that have earned EPA's Energy Star use 35% less energy and cause 35% less greenhouse gas emissions than buildings without it. In this video, we learned about three main things. First, that buildings are the biggest emitter of fossil fuels. Second, the different ways to redesign buildings to go green. And lastly, we discussed the benefits of building redesign. Building redesigning is a relatively easy way to begin eliminating your carbon footprint. Something as simple as removing your air conditioner can eliminate much of your fossil fuel emittance. Going green is a great solution to climate change.
Created using Powtoon.